Welcome back to Afternoon Live. It is officially winter, and you may be wondering what to do with your garden. So here to help, we welcome back gardening coach Tiffany Garner. Great to see you.
Always great to be back.
Happy January. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
What the heck do we do with our gardens this time of year?
Well, January is a great time to just kind of sit back and reflect on your garden and think about like what worked last year, what didn't work last year.
Wow.
What do I want to change?
Because we've kind of already been through the winterizing process.
Yep.
Pre-winter season.
Yeah, by now you should have your leaf mulch in place.
Okay.
And, maybe your perennials cut back if that's what you do.
Okay.
It's still a fine time with this mild weather. The weeds are still growing.
Yes.
So, and I did a little gardening in my own garden this morning to, to bring some weeds. Can't be stopped. Won't stop. Can't stop. Won't stop. You know, these little bittercress dudes, they pop up everywhere, and now is just a great time to go in and do a little pre-work and get the weeds out now.
That's a good idea.
While you can, they come out really easily because the ground's really wet, and then you know it's less to worry about later.
You're right.
on.
It has been pretty mild. So are they kind of thriving at the moment?
Yeah, the weeds are popping. Yeah, especially that little bittercress. It comes up in force this time of year with this nice sunny day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are there things we can start putting in the ground this time of year?
You know, I don't really like to plant this time of year because the soil is so wet.
Okay.
That digging a hole really just compromises your soil. It just compacts things and walking around. So, but you can walk around your garden and look at things and see, like, maybe you have a bald spot. Maybe you can really see like the side of your garage or your neighbor's garbage cans or something. So maybe you think about, maybe I'll put an evergreen.
Perfect.
You know, start taking inventory of what spaces you need to fill. And evergreens, it's a great way to look, a great time to look around your garden right now and see what needs to be filled.
So when you see a hole for something like that, then when do you put on your calendar to kind of tackle it and say, okay, this is a good time to plant that space?
Yeah, coming up in spring. After, you know, we sometimes get a snow in March.
That's true. You never know.
You never know.
We had a gnarly one in April a couple years ago that I'll never forget as long as I live.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. It can hit late. So I don't do too much planting this time of year. A lot of planning. But it is a great time to think about winter interest as well. If you look around your garden and you're thinking, it looks kind of bland, what can I do? Things like plants that have colorful berries.
Those are so beautiful.
Really, really fun. And also, this is called wintergreen, and it smells, maybe that leaf doesn't smell too good, but a little bit like a breath
little
mint.
Spearmint gum situation. Very refreshing.
There's also plants that just have really good fall color. Like this is green in the summertime, and then it turns this gorgeous bronze.
Cool.
So think about that. This is just doesn't look like much, but it's about to bloom. Tiny insignificant blooms, but they smell fantastic. This is called Sweet Box. And it comes in a short size and a taller size in this medium guy. But Sarcococa is the botanical name, Sweet Box, and it smells fantastic.
It's beautiful just as it is. I like those little tiny blooms that you can see already.
Yeah, just super tiny, and they're and I can actually smell it. Starting to smell now in the heat of these lights.
It's happening soon.
It is.
Tell me about planting zones. Is that like mapping out your actual space?
No. So, well, yes and no, because we do have kind of microclimates in Oregon. So some parts of your garden might be a little wetter or a little sunnier. But the big picture, the planting zones, that's the way to it's to indicate, it's the way to figure out what zone you're in, what hardiness zone you're in. So what is your average low cold temperature? And for many, many years, we have been here in Portland proper. We've been zone 8B. And we are suddenly zone 9A.
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
That's a big deal
people.
for our gardens.
Big deal. Big deal. We're zone 9A now, which just means we moved up about 5 degrees in temperature for our average low of the winter.
But that can impact?
It can impact what you're growing in the yard in a good way, actually, because it means our average cold temperature just got a little bit higher. So some things that were considered more tender in your garden are actually going to be a little bit stronger in your garden now.
Because you hear about that when we get those frost warnings to watch for your tender plants and cover up those things that have a hard time. What's next to me over here?
Hellebores are about to come up. I believe that one of the common names is Christmas rose.
So pretty.
But they are a really fun plant. They're about to be really popular in the nursery because they bloom in January and February.
Christmas? What?
I know. It's just, that's why I don't use the common name, you know. And then just another winter interest is this red twig dogwood.
Okay.
It has no foliage in the winter, but it has beautiful red twigs that make great bouquets.
It is so pretty. And then what's going to happen to this guy eventually?
It will leaf out and be a really pretty bush. So it just looks like a really pretty bush all summer, and then in the winter it has beautiful.
It looks
bark.
like kind of those red viney maples that you see. I have some of those in my yard, and they're fun.
Yeah, they are fun and beautiful, and just a little something nice to look at in the winter.
Thank you so much. Great to see you.
Yeah, great to see you.
Ready for the winter in our gardens. We will have these tips and more information about Tiffany on our website at katu.com, and we'll be right back with more Afternoon Live right after this.